कैंडिड इंटरफेस को स्वागत। आज आमर आलोचनार विषय है हेल्थ फोकस। आज आम स्टूडियो रे अछंती डॉक्टर प्रस्मिता तेजस्विनी। से हेले मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर स्वास्थ्यर, जने डेंटल डॉक्टर और पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करिसंती हॉस्पिटल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन रे। डॉक्टर तेजस्विनी, आपन को मोर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, एज ए डॉक्टर how you feel your responsibilities, your obligations to the society at large?
Good afternoon, sir. And in this days of difficult days past, last 2 वर्ष है, I think it is समस्त को पाई बहुत ही बेसी focus रो जिनसा रह जायची known as health. And मु भी say माने I am fortunate enough that मु भी health रो गोटे part हे पारिची by my studies and with grace of God. सर जिते बले हमें डॉक्टर हे थाउ ता सहित आई थिंक से 4 वर्ष रो जो हमें पाठ पढ़ी थाउ ता सहित गोटे वर्ड आम सहित पूरा जड़ित हो जाय थाए, मिसी जाय थाए, नोन एज कंपैशन। जिते जो भी फील्ड रो डॉक्टर हे थांतु, जे भी एनीवन इन हेल्थ तांकर स्पेशली डॉक्टर्स, we are trained to be compassion. So I think relieving the pain from the patient is the wonderful feeling that that any doctor can have, and that is the most precious feeling I do have being a doctor. And मु बस एतिकी ए प्लेटफॉर्म द्वारा कहया को चाहूँ कि doctors are only here to serve you. So there is no other agenda of any doctor right now, anywhere practicing in this world. So I think we should have a proper respect and proper
Yes, as you very rightly said, the very objective of doctors is to serve the community at large, to serve the society at large, and speaking to you, we feel that you are a committed doctor and you are very much interested to serve the country. Now, the second question, again is very simple, and I would like to ask you that you are a mother, you are a wife, you are also a daughter and daughter-in-law. Now, how do you strike a balance between being a doctor, serving your patients, serving the society at large, and giving justice to home? How do you balance it?
I think each woman has to have that different roles. We are born for that, we are built like that. But I must say, in this process of balancing, you have to leave some things, you have to take some things with you. So in this process, कुछ ना कुछ सर छूट ही जाता है.
Right.
But in this process, we just see that the resultant should be good.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, you try to give your best at home, you try to give best to the society at large, but as you very rightly said, when you strike a balance between the two, sometimes there are some misses also.
Yes.
Doesn't matter, but what is very important is your commitment, and I'm sure talking to you, I feel that you're a very committed doctor. The another one thing which I consider it important, and I thought of asking you is, you see, India is a developing country.
True. And
with a huge population of more than 130 crores, don't you think medical reaching to the people in the area of health is really a very Herculean task. So what do you have to say on this count?
Sir, me and my husband were happily working at Delhi. So pursuing our own career on our own pace. But one day, my husband, Dr. Samanya Gochait, had just an idea, and he came up to me and said, there are different brands that are going up to Bhubaneswar for diagnostics, medical laboratory diagnostics, and he being a MD of laboratory medicine, he always has that concern that what is going where and which what we say the market of diagnostics, how it is improving and all. But he just said me one line, what about the grassroots level reach? Everyone is going and limiting themselves to Cuttack and Bhubaneswar only. And I see the same thing in Delhi and other metropolitan cities. So what about reaching the grassroots level? And I think being a part of Svasthya and being a pathfinder of Svasthya, the dream of Dr. Samanvay and also me being part of his dream is we are on a path of making healthcare to reach in the grassroots level.
Right.
Same way, our country is doing a lot, sir, in the field of health. In last 2 years, it is evident that our government is trying a lot.
Yeah, what was then is much different to what is happening now.
What is happening now. But still, sir, I would say ki, health should be considered as an essentiality, as a common right of a common person. There should not be any difference in healthcare providing, be it any financial conditions, anyone is economically less.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any difference between rich and poor.
Yes, there
because
should
patients
not
be.
Are patients
only.
are patients. So I think when our government can take some vital steps on the process of that, and I am sure that he is gradually going, government is gradually going towards that, and the general health insurance for all and everything. If we can provide something kind of like that, we can also minimize the commercialization of this healthcare sector and concentrate on overall service providing to each and every individual of the country.
Yeah, that looks wonderful, and we are indeed elated to listen from you that both you and your husband, you know, you are hell-bent on delivering the best to the common man. It's not a small commitment, it's really a very big commitment.
Thank you.
Now, Dr. Prasmita, I would like to ask you one thing. How has been your early life? Because early life also reflects on what you are doing today. So, how has been your early life? I am talking of your school days, your college days, when you were young. How are things with you?
So, in my college days and my school days, I would say I was not that good student. I was never a good student. I was never a high marks and elite kind of student in my schooling and in my colleges also. But the only thing that my teachers and my parents had taught me and still give me the same advice is to just work, just concentrate on what you are doing in and what you are best in. In that process and in that process of giving that a perfect shot, it may take time to some students, it may take time, it takes some lesser time to some students.
So, they instilled in your mind that if you are sincere, if you are committed, if you are hardworking, sooner or later you will definitely achieve what you want in life.
So, the major thing, the major word is consistent, being consistent, being consistently working.
Being consistent is very important, and we understand you are that. Now, one little thing again I would like to ask you is, you see Madam Draupadi Murmu, as you have seen, she is a tribal woman, and you must be knowing the days she has passed. Correct. And today she is the President of India. Correct. Now, don't you think that is a big inspiration not only to the tribal people in India, but also to the women folk? What's your comment on that?
So, being tribal, being of some community, being of some religion, being of some other caste and creed actually personally doesn't matter to me, because each one is a human being, and probably the same process of work, and in today's date the work opportunities are almost same for everyone. And believe me, the person who is consistent, who is toiling day and night, is in a path of success today or tomorrow or whatever time it takes. So, yes, Madam Draupadi Murmu has gone through a lot, and I think she is the better example for each and every woman of this country who think that life is finished after certain age, or after marriage, or after certain time or some situations. Life is finished and they have to compromise and have to lead a life which they don't want to. So I think chasing your dream and being consistent is the major thing, and Madam Draupadi Murmu
consistency and hard work
Yes.
are very, very important, you know.
Yes.
And when you reach the pinnacle, you know, of your destiny, what really happens is ultimately it is hard work and commitment.
Yes, sir.
And sooner or later, I am sure one always reaches.
Sure.
Yeah, very nicely said. Now I would like to ask you, what you are today, you know, who is your inspiration behind your parents, your teachers, your in-laws, your husband? Who has been your inspiration in life to what you are today?
So being inspired is not only by a single person, I consider. It's also a situation in which you are fortunate enough to get inspired from the human beings around you. So I think first I should be thankful to God that He has always been given me this situation to get inspired consistently in this life till now. So first I would say my maternal grandmother and my mother also, they have gone through a lot. I have seen them, वो गिरते थे, वो पढ़ते थे, पर रुकते नहीं थे, and I think my mother is still working and working, and I see her consistent.
Now also she is very active.
Yes, very active, sir, very active. And my father, being a guidance to me, and each and every word he gives me is like a brick on my path, just paves it to just so that the path would be smoother and smoother. My husband, he is the major person who has given me the inspiration of having a goal, and today that we both are running in a endless race is because of him. So and again I am very fortunate enough, I have actually 4 parents. So,
very good, wonderful.
So my in-laws and they are actually my second parents, to say, have given me all opportunities and just supported me like a wall
like
from
their
behind.
own daughter, they are supporting.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir. So
Wonderful. Now, Dr. Prasmita, I would like to ask you, yes, you are a doctor and you focus on dentistry, you focus on hospital administration, it's fine. But what are your hobbies, you know, what you like to do other than, you know, your major profession? What are your hobbies where you enjoy most?
sir, I enjoy most with my kids. I enjoy most making food.
Yeah.
The whole family actually cooks together on Sundays when we are holidaying, and we take rest together, we play together, and I think that is the favorite pastime. Other than that, I love planting trees, and I also have a motto to
You plant trees also?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
right.
I do have a small garden in my balcony, but I think I'm not satisfied with that.
Yeah, yeah.
I have
You want to do a lot more.
Yes, a lot more, a lot more. The major key means the major aim behind is we feel that in this passing years of 30 years, 35 years, I think sustainability is going to be a major issue.
Very good.
Where self-sustenance is most important thing. So I think with planting trees and doing more of those things will actually help us in self-sustenance.
If you wouldn't have been a doctor, what would have been your second option left to you?
So I would have been a teacher.
Teacher, okay,
Yeah.
great, great. Yeah,
So
teacher is also wonderful thing because, you know,
Yes,
they also
sir.
serve the country, you know.
Actually, sir,
Yeah.
actually.
Because, you know, what you are today is also because of the teachers, and they have also inspired you a lot.
Of course, I must say this on camera. I do not forget each and every teacher of mine, and means when we also sit together, like school friends, we sit together, college friends, we sit together. We used to actually discuss which teacher was how and how they were teaching us and how they bait us, how we were punished and everything. But maybe I am grateful of them to whatever they have done to us, and whatever position we are in right now, Maybe we are not successful right now, but yes, in the path of success maybe, but is because of them. So
You're right.
thank you so much.
As you very rightly said, you are on the path of success.
Yes, sir.
You have achieved a lot and there are still more to achieve. Now, when we are talking of success, I would like to ask you, you have achieved something definitely in life.
So it's very generous for you that you are saying me that I have achieved something, but
Means what I am trying to tell is, what is your dream of life, that I would like to be this, or I would like to have a hospital of my own. What is your actually dream,
sir,
which you would like to make it into a reality?
So we are into diagnostics because our major forte is right now diagnostics. But the major aim of ours is providing healthcare to the grassroots level, and the starting and the trailer is only in Odisha.
Right.
So there are miles to go before I sleep. So let's see, and all the best to me.
Wonderful. You see, can you share a very interesting, exciting experience of yours with our viewers, which I am sure they will be enjoying it very much? Because you must have had so many excitements in life, something very unusual which you must have had, which has really pushed you, motivated you. Would you like to share one of these episodes or incidents with our viewers so that they will really enjoy it?
So there's a very interesting episode of my life that I never forget, and I think it was, I was in class 5 and I was very poor in maths, and I should not say I was poor, but I didn't understand maths. So that was the only issue I had, and I really didn't know how to try even. So one day, I respect him a lot, Mr. Anil Patnaik sir had thrashed me a lot, so because I was not trying to understand the mathematics or the procedure that is being done. At that time, initially I was very angry and very tormented and everything, but with years I actually learned how to understand things better. Marks are not important, how to perfectly understand things are important, and I think that punishment of his and that teaching of his always excites me and always motivates me to actually actually do a lot or to understand a lot of whatever I am doing right now.
Right. Like for example, when you were in school or college, what excited you more? Getting more marks or earning accolades and knowledge?
I think learning accolades and learning things is the most important thing than
Absolutely.
marks.
Absolutely.
Marks can gain you to good jobs, good career maybe, but having a knowledge actually empowers you.
Yeah, right.
To
yeah, as you will agree with me, automatically, when you get knowledge, when you earn wisdom, automatically that also reflects into marks.
Correct.
But if you only focus on marks, you don't get knowledge or you don't get experience.
Correct, sir.
Now, between the two, between knowledge and experience, how would you differentiate between the two?
So
Because in your area as a doctor, both experience and knowledge are important.
True.
It's not only knowledge or only experience.
True.
Both are important. So, how would you comment on that?
So knowledge is a thing that we learn from books, from our seniors, from our practice, but experience helps us or pushes us to know the right knowledge used in a right time. So I think both are important, sir.
Wonderful.
And,
Wonderful. Another one thing, which comes to my mind, and I thought I'll put it across is, for example, when we are talking of patient relations, when you are talking with the patients, what are your 3 very important parameters to make your patient happy, enthused? What are the 3 parameters, you deploy?
So most important thing when the patient is coming to any doctor, or any healthcare organization, it is very important to understand that the patient has come here because he is in pain.
Right.
So, the first thing is consolation, just making him sit, making them comfortable, knowing what is the reason why they have come here,
Right.
putting them on a right track, not exaggerating their disease or in
Yeah, instilling
of-
confidence in them.
Yes, instilling as much confidence in them that I think that psychological push actually helps patient to recover better.
Right. Wonderful. Now, another one thing, what we have seen is, these days you will appreciate that a section of the population are very much afraid of going to hospitals, more so private hospitals, because they have a fear psychosis in them that once we go to private hospitals, what little money we have, that will be all gone. What is your comment on this?
Sir, I think yes, I do agree that healthcare actually churns a lot from an individual. Loko doranti deo kharap hele,
right.
loko doranti hospital jibba pai, and but as I said that.
Now, what I am trying to tell is, particularly, I would like to say, in private hospitals, it has become cost prohibitive, where patients feel what little money I have earned, if I go to that hospital, more jahachi setting chali jivo, that type of feeling they have. Now, what do you have to say on that? What is your comment on this?
Actually, sir, there has been a problem in, I feel that, in patient awareness.
Okay.
Because, sir, nowadays there is not a scenario that a particular technology or particular doctor is there in that private hospital only. There is no concept that someone is a good doctor or someone is a bad doctor. So it is always that a doctor has read something of his own field and he is best at its own field on its own. So I think first we should have that patient awareness of judging doctors, of being a good doctor and bad doctor. And secondly, the institutions like AIMS and several other institutions have given all the technologies right now, where any patient can enroll themselves and have a good quality of healthcare solutions and also good doctors. So we have been into Delhi AIMS before, and we have a personal experience also that these doctors are tremendously well trained, and I think it all depends on individual economic status where he or she chooses to go. But yes, if the government tries for health for all,
they focus for health for all.
Focus for health for all, irrespective of economical status and everything. So I think that would be a better step. But now also government is being trying to provide these all healthcare facilities through different organizations.
Comments is very appreciative. Now, since we are coming at the fag end of our interface, I would like to request you to give an inspirational message to the young viewers of this channel. You being a young person, why don't you give some very inspirational message to the young viewers so that they will feel happy, empowered?
I would say nowadays what I have seen in youngsters, they flit a lot, they don't stick to one thing, they don't stick to one career. They always have a thinking that there is always a better aspect in different careers, so they jump a lot. So but I would say whatever you do, you should be consistent and hardworking, and this is the major key which will help you to have a good knowledge of whatever you are saying and to be best at whatever you are doing. So, and secondly, आप गिर सकते हो, आप उठ सकते हो, पर रुक नहीं सकते.
Wonderful.
So the major thing in life is moving consistently.
Moving consistently is very, very important. Well, Dr. Prasmita, we had a wonderful interface with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Darshaka Bandhu, dhanyavad.